Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Now today we actually have a update from if you guys don't know, there is a Discord server, Regents, and he does, I wouldn't call them leaks, they're almost like leaks. What is it? These beta updates now basically finds information that's in the files, and now most of them are true. I mean, most things do get changed, as he actually says here. This information aren't leaks, it's data of the developer apps. This information could change in the future. Probably the prime example of this is originally a little while ago, there was a Excalibur Arthur that was put under the festival coin section. What was it, like a month later we saw him on the JP version as, you know, the Excalibur Arthur, you know, today the Barn support. So stuff is definitely likely to change. Most likely, you know, the characters and stuff we see in here, we will still get, but yeah, none of this is like, you know, set in stone. But new festival coin, a new Elizabeth now. I reckon sometime soon we should get like a new festival Elizabeth. Maybe not as soon as we are, if this is like, you know, the truth, but don't expect it to be a goddess Elizabeth. I think every like iteration of a festival character has, you know, been like a new version of the character, but I doubt they'll do another Elizabeth, and I doubt they'd do an old school Elizabeth either. Main reason, like I said before, is because they'd want you to buy new costumes for their character and whatnot. And if you look at the old school Elizabeth stats, they are just absolutely horrendous, god awful. So doubt they could use that unless they buffed her, which I know sometimes when, you know, they do release new characters, they do buff them, but I just reckon it'd be smart of them to do like, you know, an entirely new Elizabeth. But other than that, they've got the Gotha there. Ideally, you know, we have a red Gotha with rank up, we have the green Gotha with rank up. We want a blue one with rank up as well, and I feel like everyone's the same. We want to see the, you know, the wheelchair Gotha. It's been a long time coming, or even I remember they had like leaks of the armored Gotha back from season 1 and whatnot. I reckon that'd be sick. But also Gelda here, if you don't know who Gelda is, that is Zeldris' wife or girlfriend. She's usually you don't expect characters for like their first iteration to be a festival, but in saying that, we did just get Cusack, who was never really spoken. Like, he's in the story and whatnot, but no one expected him. Like, we all wanted the Festival Estarossa, and do I expect we should have gotten Festival Estarossa, but should you expect it anytime soon? Probably not. Other than that, unknown race, all vampires. Main reason they put this in is because Gelda would be put under that vampire race. If you were to look in that race in the game, there would only be her. So they're kind of just chucking her in the unknown race just to give her more of a chance, kind of just buff her in a sense. But other than that, more characters we're getting. New Estarossa, hopefully this is a festival. If it was, I mean, they'd probably put it in this section here, but could be cool. I feel like we should definitely see a new version of Estarossa as well. We've got what, yeah, we only have 2 Estarossa at the moment, they're both the same one. So new Gotha as well, which, I mean, if we could see both Gothas, that'd be nice. This one being like a wheelchair and this one being an old school Gotha, that'd be cool. Grey Road, I think, has been in, like, you know, these kind of beta apps for months upon months on end, maybe even like a year now, and it's crazy to think we haven't got him in the game. It's almost a meme at this point. Like, no one's, you know, oh look, I'm sad that Grey Road isn't in the game. Like, he's my favorite. Let's be honest, whose favorite commandment is Grey Road? But yeah, I mean, we'll get him eventually. And new Chandler and Cusack. Okay, now we only just got a new Cusack, so, well, our first Cusack, so can't imagine how long this will be. New Chandler would be nice though. Chandler has some really good sub stats, which I feel like, yeah, I mean, the new Chandler is amazing as it is, and like, despite the fact he was like, when he came out with Zeldris, everyone considered him to be the better character, even though he wasn't a festival. He's even got even better with Margaret coming out. Like, that block card has gotten so much more use, and same with like the debuff, buff disable cards are super good. Like, to think, I would definitely, like, alongside the Margaret team, classify Slater as like an A tier unit. Like, he gets so much use from his passive to like his, you know, debuff, buff disable card. He's just, I'm a super big fan of the SR Slater. But other than that, in the human race, actually, Greymoor Hauser and where is it? Gil Thunder now. We actually have had leaks of like if you guys have been keeping up with the JP version, the Holy Relics. What seems to be Holy Relics for those characters now. They could by all means do it on one banner. I mean, usually, like, you know, with the most recent update, they gave us the new Mono and the new Eastern. They gave both of those 2 characters, you know, the Holy Relics. So unless they do like a trio banner with the 3, I mean, that'd definitely be cool. Once again, they'd have to give them new versions unless they buff the old ones, because their stats are terrible. Greymoor's a defensive unit and has like 30 resistance, so that's pretty crazy. Shin as well. I mean, we do need to see a new Shin. I would like the next Shin to just have like a tiny bit more use. I mean, the green Shin's good and all, having like his rank up and whatnot, but the Halloween Shin I feel is almost like a collectible item. I feel like I mean, definitely like, I feel like they should add more SR&R characters to the game. Getting a Veronica, I feel would be very nice. When it comes to these three down here, actually, there we go. I actually was only just thinking, there's no way they give us another Escanor, but there you go, another Escanor. Hopefully we get a skinny one. I mean, I just like having like, you know, multiple variants of the characters in the game. I feel like it'd be cool, but other than that, the Hendrickson and Dreyfus there, don't know what they'd do with those two, but Goddess Racers. Now, if you guys aren't, I mean, I'm sure if you guys have played Grand Cross, you know what's happened, but new Sariel and Tamia would be cool. I mean, given like, you know, the fact that their graces are such a big thing, regardless of if the unit's even trash, if they have a good grace, that instantly makes them like A S tier regardless. Like, I don't think I'd call any of the Archangels, other than like Margaret, of course, SS tier at the moment, but would definitely be keen to stay. I'm surprised they haven't put Myel in here. Maybe they're expecting. I could imagine like if Myel would come out and hit, like, I feel like it's wrong to not make him a festival, but anyways, collaborations. Now we do know like the Slime Part 2 is coming out. There's been so much coverage on that, but other than that, Netflix and Netmarble. Now we did of course get the Stranger Things collab, and that was like, this little Netflix thing was removed in previous iterations of like this beta app stuff, so maybe we're getting another series from Netflix. Just trying to think of like what other anime, or like it doesn't have to be an anime as we've seen from the Stranger Things collab, but what other, you know, things they could put in Grand Cross. But other than that, Netmarble, they do have a couple games, of course. I do believe they have a King of Fighters game, unless that's not them, but Netmarble is like a huge mobile game company, so you could definitely see more stuff from them, and this was something I was actually super interested in. Now, of course, with Ragnarok coming out, we are going to have to get all of these sins, you know, re-released in their Ragnarok forms, and they're actually giving them some of the better ultimates. For King, he's getting the, you know, Festival King ultimate. Merlin is getting, I believe the Truth Seeker Merlin is the Blue Merlin ultimate, which is a really good ultimate, definitely in like the top 5 AoE ultimates, and Barn's getting like the Purgatory Barn ultimate, the one that scales with HP, which is, I mean, regardless of even like Barn without his like, you know, fullest new one, he obviously won't have the gift card again. It's still like an insanely good ultimate, but new final bosses, Gurhid and Matrona was definitely one I was surprised at. I mean, they do like to give us final bosses of like odder characters, like the trio, what's the name of the Deadly Trio, whatever, with like Gil Thunder and Greenmore and that, and then like the Gila and Jericho, which they didn't give us skins for either of those, which is very disappointing. And everyone feels as if that was kind of just like to give us filler content almost to help Global catch up to JP. But anyways, it says finished skins, so we're obviously getting skins for that as well. Arthur, which I could imagine, actually it could be either Excalibur Arthur or normal Arthur, and then a Zaneri and Jenna, which could be interesting. I mean, I really just wish they'd make the final bosses a little bit more difficult. Final boss Escanor came out and everyone thought it was way too hard and was just like, oh, whatever. So they just lowered the difficulty on them heaps. But I would like them to bring back some more, like, you know, difficult final bosses. Legend difficulty is also like a joke, but new skins similar to final boss skins: Nanashi, Hawk, Chandler, Cusack, and Liz. Now, I wish we could actually see those. I don't know where like he's getting, like, honestly 90% of the time this information is like spot on. Like he said at the beginning, stuff is due to change since this is a beta app, so that's probably the stuff he is, like, you know, messing up on, or not even messing up on, that just gets changed before like he gets notified. But I'd like to actually be able to see these skins, would be interesting. I feel like a final boss Chandler and Cusack would be absolutely sick. But other than that, any other changes, artifacts which effects is similar to food effects. I'm guessing from the, like, this is very weirdly worded, but guessing it's stuff like where, you know, the new what's her name, Brynhilda, has like a PvE exclusive passive. Maybe characters are going to get like PvE exclusive artifacts, which I feel like is a terrible way to put it. Artifacts are super hard to get, but material to create relics in final boss exchange, which is a huge change. At the moment, the only way you can get the holy relic materials is from the bird, and even if, like, I think free to play you can only get one holy relic at the moment, it's definitely nice to see them give out more of those materials. And festival unit incoming, It probably releases after Greenmore has it and Guild Thunder, so probably within the next month on JP, we're going to be getting a new festival unit. But there we go, that just about does it for all the new news. I mean, definitely some really interesting stuff here, and can't wait to see it drop. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.